Ajay and Kapil participated in an election. 40% of the voters promised to vote for Ajay and rest for Kapil. So there are only 2 contestants. But 3/20th of the voters went back on their promise to vote for Ajay, and 1/4 of the voters went back on their promise to vote for Kapil. Kapil wins by 500 votes. Find the total number of votes polled. Right. Let's say total number of votes polled 100%. How many of them have promised for Ajay? 40%. So for Ajay 40% and for Kapil 60%. And now, but 3/20th of the voters went back there on promise to vote for Ajay. Total what percent of the people have promised for Ajay? 40%. Out of this 3/20th part have returned, went back on their promise. What is 1/20th of this number? 1/20th of this number? 2%. 3/20th, 6%. So 6% went back, in the sense they are not going to vote for Ajay. If they are not going to vote for Ajay, to whom they will vote? Because there were only 2 contestants. So 6% people are not going to vote for Ajay, so they will obviously vote for Kapil. And then 1/4 of the voters went back on their promise to vote for Kapil. 1/4. What is 1/4 of this number? 15%. So 15% of the people are not going to vote for Ajay, but they are going to vote for Ajay. So total what percent is Ajay getting? Total what percent is Ajay getting? 49%. And then Kapil? Need not to calculate, obviously 51%. Right? So Kapil wins by what percent here? 2%. In terms of number of votes? 5%. 2% is 500. 1%? 250. 100%? 25,000. Next, 32. Out of 1554 students, the ratio of boys and girls is 4:3. If 30 girls joined and few boys left, ratio between 7:2. Ratio becomes 7:6. Number of boys who left the group. Right, in this paper you cannot eliminate options. In today's paper you cannot eliminate options. I am sure. నేనే పేపర్ రాసింది. మీకు ఆప్షన్లు ఎలిమినేట్ అవ్వవు. That's for sure. Okay? In any manner you cannot eliminate. Now 1554 students were there, that was divided into 4:3. So total how many parts we have? 7 parts. So total number of boys, 7 parts is equal to 1554. 7 200 times. Apart from 1400, how much extra you have? 154. 720 times 140. Apart from 140, how much you have? 14. So 1 part is equal to 222. So total number of boys are 4 parts, in the sense triplet, and girls are 666. Okay? And next, what happened? 30 girls joined here and few boys left. 30 girls joined here. Total we have how many girls now? 696. And in terms of number of parts, girls are 6 parts. Now total number of girls we have is 696, which is equal to 6 parts. If 6 parts is this much, number of boys in final ratio 7 parts. Let me calculate 7 parts here. 7 parts becomes how much? 6 1 1 6 times 116 times. 116 times. You need to add 116 to this number. Then you will get 7 parts. What is 116? 1 part. Add 1 part to this, you will get 7 parts. Add these 2 numbers. Take 4 from here, it becomes 700. Yes? 700, 800, 4 is already over. So remaining 12. So 8 parts, 7 parts is equal to 812. So initially how many boys we have? 888. Now it becomes 812. What is the difference? So 76 boys left the group. Next 33. Two persons can build a wall in 9 hours and 10 hours respectively. If they work together, they use 20 less bricks per hour, and now it takes 5 hours to complete the work. Find the number of bricks used to build the wall. Right. Let's go for units method. Units. 9 hours. First person takes 9 hours and second one takes 10 hours. Right. What is the LCM? 90. Total work is 90 units. And first person can do 10 units and second one 9 units. Together 19 units. Okay. If they work together and they are using 20 less bricks per hour, and now the work can be completed in 5 hours. Total work in a sense how many units? So to complete this 90 units of work, if they are taking 5 hours, per hour they will be completing? Per hour they can complete 18 units. Per hour they can complete 18 units. So what is difference here? So with 1 unit difference, if 1 unit is equal to 20 bricks, what is total work? So to complete 90 units, they need how many bricks? Into 20, 1800. Ma? $34. Two persons move around a circular track 60 meters with their speeds 12 meter per second and 20 meter per second. After how much time will they meet for the first time and at the starting point respectively? We have two questions here. There is a circular track here whose length is 60 meters, and if they want to meet for the first time, and that first time they need not to meet at the starting point, somewhere around here also they can meet, yes or no? Correct? Okay. So if they want to meet for the first time and at the starting point, both are completely different. So if they want to move, let's say we have two persons and they both are at this particular point. What is distance between those two persons? 60. And I want to calculate the time. So time t is equal to first time. As the distance between two persons is 60 meters, I want to calculate the time. So time t is equal to distance by speed. 60 by, and in which direction they are moving? In which direction they are moving? Same direction. So you need to go for relative speed. S1 minus S2, 20 and then 12. How much is the difference? 8. How much? 7.5 meter per second. 7.5 seconds. Okay? Now, at the starting point. Now, first person whose speed is 12 meter per second. 12 meter per second, and the length of the track is 60 meters. And with the speed 12 meter per second, if he want to reach the starting point, what time he will take? 5 seconds. So first person will take 5 seconds to meet at the 5 seconds to reach starting point. And second person whose speed is 20 meter per second. With the speed of 20 meter per second, if he want to, Amma? అర్థం కాల, ఆన్సర్ చెప్తున్నారా? నన్ను కంప్లీట్ చేయనివ్వాలి కదా. With the speed 20 meter per second, if he want to reach starting point, he need, ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి, 3 seconds. And they both want to meet at the starting point. So it should be, the time should be 5 multiple. First person will reach starting point for every multiple of 5. In a sense, after 5 seconds, after 10 seconds, after 15, 20, at every multiple of 5, he will reach starting point. And second person will reach the starting point at the every multiple of 3. So as they both want to meet at the starting point, answer should be common multiple for 5 and 3. You'll have so many common multiples, that is for the first time. So go for least common multiple. How much is this? 15 seconds. If it is for the first time, the concept of time and distance comes to picture. If it is at the starting point, then LCM comes to picture. Both are completely different. With just a small word, meaning changes. For the first time, time and distance. Starting point, LCM. The average age of ABCD is 23 years, B is 4 years younger to A. 4 years younger to A. Okay. Next. B was 24 years old when C was born. So, we used to discuss many times, whenever there is a comparison between two or more persons, first of all, you need to form numbers. Class lo చెప్పుకుని సచ్చేది ఇదే. Whenever you have comparison between two or more persons, first of all you need to form numbers. So we have 4 persons, A, B, C, D. You know difference between A's and B's age. How much is that? 4 years. And B was 24 years when C was born. In the sense C age 0. If B's age is 24, A should be 28, because B is 4 years younger to A. Next, A was 32 years old. If A was 32 years, B will be 28. And difference between B's age and C's age must be 24. In that case, C must be 4 years. When was this? A was 32 when D was born. So D says 0. Next, find the present age of A and D. Now, so here also you cannot find elimination, but the basic thing is, what is difference between A's age and D's age? In your options also it should follow. At any point of time, difference between any two persons' age in any particular age should be same. You'll have more than one option, I am sure. So, but in your actual exam you can find your option, where you'll have only one option whose difference will be 32 years. But I have given more than one option. Now, what is average of 4 persons given? 23. Average of 4 persons is 23. Then sum of 4 members' age, 23 4 times, 23 double, 23 double, 46 double, 92. So sum should be equal to 92. Now, what is sum of ages of these persons? 64. 28 plus 4, 32. 32, 32, 64. But that sum should be equal to 92. Now, what is the gap here? 28 years. Now you need to distribute 28 years among how many people? 4 people. So each should get 7 years. So this guy will be 7 and this guy will be 39. You don't need others' values, right? You need only A's age and then D's age. That's it. 39, 7 is your answer. Next, 36. Amma? 36. The difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years is 30 and for 3 years is 93. Find the principal invested. It asks about principal. Now, if you discuss the concept of simple interest and compound interest, structure I am talking about. Structure. Let me write simple interest here and compound interest here. And this is first year interest, second year interest, third year interest. Will there be any difference between simple interest and compound interest for the first year? So these underlying values are same, right? Yes or no? So whatever I write here, I must write the same number here. Will there be any difference between simple interest for the first year, second year, third year? No. So the same number I must write here. Now we'll discuss about compound. So compound interest for the first year is some number. The same number you'll have for second year also, but you'll have some extra number. I'll write that number in box. So now if you want to calculate compound interest for third year, you'll have the same number here. Yes or no? Plus, what is this box? Interest on first year interest. So interest on first year interest I am going to represent with box. Okay? So for third year I'll get interest on principal, which I am going to represent it with underline, and at the same time I will have interest on first year interest. I'll represent that with box, plus interest on this number, again that will be box, plus interest on this number, some identity. Okay? Is it clear? Now, what is your first statement? What is your first statement? Difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years. How much is that? 30. Where should I write that? 30. Where should I write that 30? So in every box I must write 30, right? Yes or no? So here also 30, here also 30, here 30. No, that is box in a box, right? So that is interest on interest. Interest on interest. Now look at your second number. What is difference between simple interest and compound interest for 3 years? What is difference between simple interest and compound interest for 3 years? This extra value, correct? Yes or no? 30, 30, 30. 90 already we have, and this is 3. And how are we getting 3 here? How are we getting 3 here? Interest on this number. So what percent will it form? 10%. Okay? Now, why did we get 30 here? Backtracking, why did we get 30 here? Interest on this number, right? What percent will it form? 10%. If 10% is 30, what about the number here? 300. Why are we getting 300 here? Interest on principal. So there is principal here. Upon principal, it forms 10%. If 10% is 300, what about this number? 3000. Principal is 3000. That's it. Done? Next 37. Average of 15 matches is 40 runs. The difference between the highest and the least runs scored matches is 100 runs. Excluding these two matches, average is 36. Find the highest score. Right. So total we have how many matches? 15 matches. So 15 matches average is given as 40. Excluding the highest and the least runs scored matches, average given as 36. If I exclude 2 matches out of 15 matches, how many matches will be there? 13. And for 13 matches, average is given as 36. Right. So these are number of matches. See, for your understanding purpose, I am writing this. How many matches we have? 13. And what was their average? 36. Now, total how many matches we have? 15 matches. Suppose, in 14th match, if I score 36 runs, will there be any change in my average? No. And also, in 15th match, if I score 36 runs, will there be any change in the average? No. Average will be same. In the sense, how much? 36. But for 15 matches, how much is the average given in the question? 40. Which is how much more than the actual average? 4 more. Like that, for how many matches it got increased? 15. In the sense, 15 into 4. How much? 60 more. So, runs scored in 14th match and 15th match together gives you 36 plus 36 plus 40. Total how much? 60, 60. Sorry, 30, 30. 30, 30. 120, 132. So number of runs scored in 14th match and 15th match together gives you 132. At the same time, you can treat it as A plus B, right? A plus B. Yes? And you have one more statement. What does that say? Difference between the highest runs and least runs scored in both the matches is 100, which is A minus B, right? How much? 100. What is that your question? Find the highest score. Add these two. Take average. Plus B minus B gets cancelled. You'll have 2A. Make it half. So A is equal to 232 by 2. 116. That's it. Next. This is just for your understanding purpose only. I am writing this. You can start from here. Any question maximum? 3 steps. Next. A distance of 300 kilometers is covered in 10 hours, partly by car with 33 km per hour and remaining distance by bike at 18 km per hour. What distance can be covered if time spent on car and bike interchanges? Right. So first of all, to answer this question, what do you need to know? What do you need to know? You must know the initial time spent on car and then bike. Okay? You need to know initial time. So their speeds were given as 33 km per hour and then 18 km per hour. First I need to know the time. And after that I need to interchange the time. Yes or no? Right, come on. So what is total distance? 300 kilometers. To cover 300 kilometers with both bike and car together, it takes 10 hours. So one thing is we can use linear equation using time concept. Don't want to use that. We'll go for reverse method. Okay? I want to know the time spent on bike. In the first case, time spent on bike. So in reverse method we will take, there is no such distance which spent on bike. So total distance 300 kilometers is covered with car. If it takes 10 hours, in 10 hours by using car, how many kilometers can we cover? 330. But how much distance we are supposed to travel? 300. So if you use entire distance car, if you use car for your entire distance, you will cover 30 kilometers more than the actual distance. Right? So how much distance you can travel extra? 30. Why did we have 30 extra? Because we have covered some distance with bike and now we have converted that to car. So in the sense, instead of maintaining 18 km per hour, now we are maintaining 33 km per hour. In the sense, per hour, how many extra kilometers are we traveling? 15. So to travel 15 kilometers, it takes 1 hour. And to travel 30 kilometers, it takes 2 hours. So the total time spent on bike is going to be 2 hours. And on car, 8 hours. Because total time spent is 10 hours, right? Yes or no? Right. Now these timings got interchanged. Now 33 2 times. Right, 66. And 18 8 times. 80. Let's take it as 20. 20. Instead of 18, let's make it 20. 28 times 160 minus 16. 144. Total 210. First you need to calculate the initial time and then you need to interchange them. And then you need to calculate the distance. $39. Easy, right? 39. Pi r square h. Yes? What is your answer? 1:2. హే, దానికి కూడా మీరు అట్లా చూస్తే ఎట్లా చెప్పండి? 39 ఈజ్ ఈజీ. 1:2. Pi r1 square h1 by pi r2 square h2. Radius is doubled. Radius is doubled. R2 is 2 r1 whole square. That will be 4 r1 square. And height is halved, which is equal to h1 by 2. 2 how many times? 2 times. So ratio is 1 by 2, which is 1:2. 40th. A and B started a business by investing 12 lakhs and 18 lakhs respectively. B left after 7 months. C joined at the same time when B left with 54 lakhs. Find A's share if total profit at the end of the year is 1,30,000. Right. A invested 12 lakhs for how many months? 12 months. B invested 18 lakhs. But B left after 7 months. So B is going to stay in the business for 7 months. B was there in the business for 7 months. And at the same time C started with 54 lakhs. And he will be there in the business for 5 months. Right, cancellation 6 times. 6, 2 times, 3 times, 9 times. No more cancellation with 3 I think. 3, 4, 3. That's it. 8, 7, 15. Total how many parts we have? 30 parts. So 30 parts is equal to 1,30,000 and you're asked to calculate whose share? A's share. A is getting 8 parts. 8 parts is equal to how much? A is getting how much? రావట్లేదా? Eight multiple 40 or 20? Sure. 2. Wait. 24. కీ ఇచ్చారమ్మా? డోంట్ హ్యావ్ కీ? ఆప్షన్ ఏముంది? 2 ఇచ్చారా? 35. మేబీ ఆ నెంబర్ తప్పై ఉండాలి అయితే. దిస్ ఈజ్ రాంగ్. Right, maybe 1,30,000 is wrong number. In place of that you should have some other number. Okay, logic is same. There is no change in the logic. Logic is same. Right, 41. Approximations? Oh, you are expected to? You are not expected to. Approximations only. Right, come on. 1700 into 4. Double. 17 double. 34. 34 double. 68. So let me write 6,800 by 9 plus how much is the other number? 2,800 by 11. This is what I need to calculate. 9. How many times? 7 times. 7 9 63. Okay. How much extra you have? 50. In the sense 5 times. And then again 5 times. So anyway you have huge difference, right? At least 50 difference. You need not to worry about units digit. 11 2 times 60 5 times. Need not to worry about that number. 750 250. 750 250. 1000. 1000. Right, next, under root 7700. What is 80 square? 6400. What is 90 square? 8100. And this number 7700 is in between these two. Okay, so let me first calculate 85 square. What is 85 square? 5 square? 25. 8 nines? 72. 72. So 7700 lies in between these two numbers. Yes or no? How much is approximate difference between these two numbers? Approximate 500. And approximate difference between these two numbers? 400. So your number should be close to 90. Close to 90. Which number is possible? 88. 88. Right. So this is 88. Denominator is 88. 11 how many times is 88? 8 times. 450 by 8. 450 by 8. Wait a minute. 6 8s. 6 8s. 68 times 480. So which is 450, which is less than 450, right? 450 is less than 480, right? So answer is definitely less than 60 times. How many are there? Okay, what is difference between these two numbers? 30. How many 8s will be there in 30? Hardly 4. So subtract 4 here, you will get 56. Right, next 96% of 250. How do you get 96%? You need to subtract 4%. 1%, 2.5. Double, 5. Double, 10. Subtract 10 here, 240. You have 240 here. And then 220% of 185. How do you get 220%? 200%, 200% plus, how do you get 20%? 10% of this number, right? 200% in the sense 2 times of the number. 2 times of the number is 185, 2 times 370. 10% of this number 37. Total 407. Add 407 here, 647. Next 44. (32 square), how much? 1024, 2 to the power of 10. 24 square, 576, minus 17 square, 289. Instead of 289, let's subtract 300, add 11. Subtract 300, add 11. 1200, 1300, 11. 1311, second option. Amma, yeah, 1310. Next. Come on, you'll have to do it, no other way. 4,000, 5,000, 3,000, 12,000. Write 12,000 here. 500, 600, 1100, 1100, 200, 1300. And then 70, 30, 100, 180, 9 plus 6, 15, 180 plus 15, 195 plus 6, 201. You can write it as 200. In the sense 1500. In the sense 13,500. Divided by, how much is 17 12 times? 17 10 times, 170. And then 2 times, 34. Total 204. Look at your options. Options are nearby 60, 70. 60, 70. Let me first calculate 60 times. 60 times. 6 times of this number. 6 200 times. 1200. 6 fours. 24. So 60 times of the number is equal to 12,240. Still it is more. How much more? 1, 2, 6, 0. 1260 is near about 10% of this number, right? Yes or no? 10% of this number is 6 times. So answer should be more than 66. More than 66. 67. (46 to 50) easy, I think. 48. 40? 48. What's wrong here? Hey, that is not 2, I think. That's not 2. I'm sure that is not 2. Something wrong. 12, 60. Maybe this is 12, I think. Maybe this is 12. That's not 2. I am guaranteed. Okay. 12 అయితే వచ్చేస్తుంది కదా. 50th. ఓకే. ఇక్కడ ఏదో మైనస్ ప్లస్ ఉండాలి. ఫైన్. Right, 51 to 55. 50. Wait. 51. What is this? Into 2. Into 2, 14, 42. Minus 1. Into 3 minus 2, into 4 minus 3, into 5 minus 4, into 6 minus 5. 18 minus 5, 13. That's the logic. The next one, into 1 minus 0, 1441. 1441. Next, 50. These are number of days in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Number of days in months. 50. 54. Hey, question నీకు రాకపోతే క్వశ్చన్ రాంగ్ కాదు, నీ పాడి నువ్వు. What is this? 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 square, 5 cube, 6 square, 7 cube, 8 square. You have cube for prime numbers, and for other numbers square. 9 is 9 prime number, so you need to write square. 9 square 81 answer. Right? Clear? Next. Fifty-six to 58. This is very simple, very simple. No, I'll tell you the logic. Those who are really fans of cricket, they should do it. Come on. So how many countries we have? 5 countries. Each country, the instruction says each country should play 5 matches with other team. So here we have one country. It will play 5 matches with India, 5 matches with Sri Lanka, and 5 with Australia, and then 5 with South Africa. So for each team, let's say Pakistan will play how many matches with other countries? 20. Like that, each team, each country will play 20 matches with other countries, right? So total how many matches will be there? No. How many were there? 20. Is that over? Right. Now, do India need to play again with Pakistan? Already counted, right? So next, how many are over? Onnu gadakani paadanu 20. 20 over, right? Come on. 25, 30, 35. Right? Next, How many are over? I have written that point also. Total 50 matches. నాకు తెలుసు మీకు 100 అంటారని. Total 50 matches for the entire practice session. Right? So each country will play 5 matches with other country and total 20 countries with 4 other countries together. And overall session you'll have 50 matches. Now, so these are number of matches won by first country, lost by first country, and then tie. Now, so when you add everything, that must be, so basically when you add number of matches that got won and that were lost, they both must be same number, right? Wait a minute, I am talking about number of matches won and then lost. In your table, let's say Pakistan played a match with India. Who will win? So it will count 1 here. What should I write here? Getting my point? That's what I mean to say. Total number of matches won for all countries together should be equal to total number of matches lost by all countries together. Yes or no? Right. So how many are here? 12, 18, 25 plus x. Let me write 25 here. Now 15, 20, this is 20, 35, 44. So far I have 44 here. Now let me add these numbers. 6, 8, 11. The same match, it got tied. India played a match with Pakistan, got tied. What should I write here? What should I write here? So number of matches which were listed in tie case should be every time, should be odd number or even number? Odd number or even number? Even number. అక్క ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కూడా ఇచ్చా కదా మీ పాడ, మీరు అందుకే అప్పుడప్పుడు క్రికెట్ చూసి రావాలా. ఒక మ్యాచ్ టై అయింది, ఎన్ని మ్యాచెస్ దగ్గర కౌంట్ చేస్తాం? We will record it in both the matches, right? Yes? So if one match got tie, we will list it for 2 countries. So every time number of total tie matches should be even number, should be even number. So it should be either 12 or 14 or 16 or something, right? Now let me check. So far I know total number of matches that got lost and won should be same number. So desperately I need to add 19 here. Yes or no? So how many matches were here? 44 won, 44 lost. Remaining how many matches are there? If 44 are over, remaining how many are there? 6. If they are got tie matches, total how many should, how much count I should have here? 12 here. So I should add 1 here and this is 0 here. That's it. 44 won, 44 lost, 12 tie. క్రికెట్ ఫ్యాన్ అని చెప్పుకోవటం కాదు. In your resume, if you write you are a fan of cricket, they may ask you the diameter of the ball. In your interview, they'll ask you what is the gap between stump to stump. Stump to stump gap, not pitch gap. Stump to stump, bail size, height of the wicket, bat thickness. You have measurement for bat thickness also, and you have perfect measurement for perfect measurement and particular criteria for weight of the bat also. You have that. Okay. I think you are done with this. Number of matches won by South Africa. XYZ, I think you are asked about XYZ. Yes or no? 19-0-1. That's it. 59 to 60. 59 to 60. Apple tree produces 5 apples every day in the month of March and 8 apples per day in the month of April. March, April. Okay. Fine. So monkey eats 1 apple first day, and on every next day monkey eats 1 apple more than the previous day. In the sense 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. It increases plus 1. Tree starts producing apples from the 1st March and monkey started eating apples from the 1st April. Right. Now, so let me write first March, April. Total mangoes here, and this is about monkey. So it started producing mangoes from 1st March. So in the month of March, how many apples per day we will have? 5 apples. How many days we will have in March? 31. So total how many mangoes we will have? 31 into 5. Okay. Next, in the month of April it will give 8 apples per day. How many days we will have in April? 30. So that will be 30 into 8. Total number of mangoes produced in the month of March is going to be 155, and here in the month of April 240. And now monkey started eating apples from the 1st April. So you'll have 0 count here, and it starts eating from the 1st April. Now first question. Apples run short on which day? Observe your options. Observe your options. Options are nearby. 28, 27, 28, 29 somewhere, right? Okay. Now, let me treat April 28 as my option. I am just going for guess. With that I can eliminate some options, or else you can even take 27 also. With that you can eliminate at least 3 options. Okay. Now, it started eating apples from the 1st April. 1st April. In the sense, first day 1 apple, second day 2 apples, third day 3 apples. Like for 27 days, in the sense I need to calculate sum of natural numbers from 1 to 27. N into n plus 1 by 2. N into n plus 1 by 2. Okay. 27 10 times 270. 27 4 times double. 27 double 54 double 108. So which is 378. In April 27 in the sense, April 27th in the sense, in the month of March we will have 155 apples, and 20 days in April yields every day 8 apples. Yes. This is number of apples produced in how many days? 30 days. But for how many days you want? 27 days. In the sense we have 3 extra days here, right? In those 3 extra days you need to subtract 24 from this. 24 from this. In the sense 216. 216 in the month of April. In the month of March 155. So total it is 371. 371. So in the month of April, by that time we already have only 371 mangoes, but monkey need 378 apples. Do we have enough number of apples here? Yes or no? April 27th answer. You understand? Ardham kale. April 1st, number of mangoes consumed by monkey. April 1st, 1 apple. April 2nd, 2 apples. 3rd, 3 apples. Like April 10th, 10 apples. April 26th, 26 apples. April 27th, 27 apples. Total number of mangoes consumed by monkey for April 26, first 26 days. In the sense, n into n plus 1 by 2. Correct? 27, how many times? 13 times. Let me calculate this. How much is this? 27 10 times. 270 plus 27 3 times. 27 3s. 81. In the sense, 351. So on April 26th, till April 26th, you need to have 351 mangoes over there. And if you want to count number of mangoes required on April 27th, that will be 351 plus 27. 378. 378. Okay? These are number of mangoes required by monkey. Okay? Now, number of mangoes produced by tree. In the month of May, 155 we already have. So, let me calculate it for April 26th. These are number of mangoes required by monkey on April 26th. Right? So, in the month of March we have 155 mangoes already produced, plus in the month of April, tree will give you 8 mangoes per day, and this is for 26 days in April. That will be 26 into 8. 26 10 times minus 26 2 times. 260 minus 52. 208. 208. So how much is this total? 363. So we have 363 mangoes, but monkey need only 351. Do we have enough mangoes or not? Yes. On April 27th, till April 27th, how many mangoes does monkey need? 378. But number of mangoes available here are 363 plus 8. How much is that? 371. Available mangoes are 371, but monkey need 378. Do we have enough number of mangoes? Answer, April 27. If tree produces 8 apples every day from 16th March, on which day apples run short? Okay. If tree produces 8 mangoes from 16th March, in the sense for first 15 days in March it will give 5 apples only. In the month of March, for first 15 days it will give 15 into 5. Remaining how many days we have in the month of March? 16, and these 16 days it will give 8 mangoes. These are mangoes produced by by tree in the month of March. And look at your options. Here also options are very nearby. April 27, 28, 29, 30 and so on. So let me calculate it for April, 27 days. April 27 days. These are number of mangoes produced by tree in the month of March. And in April also it will give 8 apples every day. If it is for April 27th day, 27 into 8. So total I will write 16 8 times, 27 8 times. I will write it as 43 8 times. Is that okay? 43 8 times. Let me calculate the total. How much is this? 75. 43 8 times. 43 10 times minus 43 2 times. Instead of 86, let me subtract 100 and then I will add 14. Subtract 100, add 14. So 344. Total number of mangoes available by April 27th is going to be 419. 419. Now, monkey started eating apples from April 1st only. This is for April 27. In the sense, number of mangoes required by monkey on the same day, till April 27 is sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on 27. That will be 27 n into n plus 1 by 2. Okay? How much is this? We have already calculated. 378. 378. 378, huh? Okay. So on 27th April, we need 378 mangoes. But we have 419 mangoes there. Do we have enough number of mangoes or not? Yes. So let me write 419 here. Available mangoes, available apples, mangoes required, apples required by monkey. On 28th, how much you need to add here? You need to add 28 here. In the sense, that will be 406. How much you need to add here? 8. That will be 427. Still you have enough number of mangoes. On 29th April, here you need to add 29 and here you need to add 8. So that will be 435 and here it is 435. Balanced, right? Yes or no? Do we have enough number of mangoes or not? Right. For April 30, how many mangoes will be here? You'll have 8 extra, but here you need 30. Do we have enough mangoes here? No. On which day you'll be short of mangoes? April 30th. Okay? Clear? Right. మా ఆడపిల్లలు ఎవరో ఇళ్ళకి వెళ్ళటానికి లేట్ అవుతుందని వాళ్ళు మెసేజ్లు పెడుతున్నారు, పేరెంట్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి కూడా ఫోన్ చేపిస్తున్నారు. మిమ్మల్ని కూర్చోమని మేమైతే బతిమలాడట్లా. మేమేమైనా రోజంతా టైం వేస్ట్ చేసి కావాలని మిమ్మల్ని లేట్గా ఉంచితే మాది తప్పు. ప్రాపర్గానే చేస్తున్నాం. లేట్ అవుతుందంటే మేము కావాలని అయితే చేయట్లా, మీతో పాటు మేము కూడా ఉంటున్నాం. ఓకే? దయచేసి పేరెంట్స్ని ఇన్వాల్వ్ చేయొద్దు. మీరు ఉండాలి అని అనుకుంటే ఉండండి, వెళ్ళాలి అని అనుకుంటే వెళ్ళండి. ఈ టైమింగ్స్ అయితే మార్చలేం. మిగిలిన అన్నిట్లో ముందుంటారు, ఈ ఒక్క విషయంలోనే. మరి 61 to 65. I know this. I know it. Do you understand the information at least? Read it properly, you will understand. What is here? Table 1 gives information about the average number of questions in each of the 10 sections. For example, right, table 1. In table 1 block, the block in which the column of section 1 and row 2, which contains 28. Yes? Right, marked in bold. Table 1 denotes the average number of questions in section 1 and 2. These are average number of questions in section 1 and 2. Okay? Next, what about 21? Average number of questions in section 3 and 1. Then what about 28? Average number of questions in section 2 and 3. So like that you have information. This is about number of questions. And about table 2, the next statement. Next statement. Number of questions solved correctly. Okay? Same, section 1, section 2. What is 14? 1 and 2. 11, average of 1 and 3. 18, average of 2 and 3. Like that you have information for 10 sections. These are number of questions, average number of questions, and these are average number of questions that were corrected. Okay? And now you have one more information. The last statement, last line, that says number of marks obtained by the student for every question solved correctly is 4 marks. Number of marks deducted for every question left unattempted and for every question that is solved incorrectly is 1 and 2. So leftover will charge -1 and wrong answer -2, correct one +4. Okay? Now, so first of all, what do you need to do? You need to know how many questions were there in each section. Okay? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sections. So first let me calculate total number of questions. In the sense that was there in table 1. What is 28? Average number of questions from 1 and 2. So, number of questions from section 1 and 2 will be equal to 56. Average is 28. Average is 28. But sum of questions from section 1 and 2 together 56. Yes or no? And now, what is 21? Average number of questions in 1 and 3. How much is that? 20. So in that case, 1 and 3 together will be 42. What is 28? 2 and 3. So number of questions in second section and third section is 56. Just wait a minute. We have 56 here, 56 here. Second section is common. So only difference is 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Second section is common in both the statements. You have 1 and 3. What does this says? What does this says? 1 and 3 both have same number. Yes? 1 and 3 together gives you 42. So each carries 21, 21. Yes or no? So, from the first section we have 21 questions and third section also 21. Then what about number of questions in second section? Subtract 21. Subtract 21. 35. Okay? These were number of questions. Now, I don't need every other number. I just need only first number. Observe carefully. What is 26? Average of what? 1 and 4. You know 1, right? Can't we calculate 4 from here? Right. 1 and 4 average is 26. Total? 52. Subtract 21 from 52. Subtract 21 from 52. 31. Okay? 1 and 5 average? 24. Sum? 48. Subtract 21 from 48? 27. Number of questions in fifth section. In sixth section average is 35. Total 70. Subtract 21 from 70? 49. Average 38. Sum 76. Subtract 21 from 76? 55. Sum 60. Subtract 21? 39. Sum 64. 64 minus 21? 43. Sum 56. 56 minus 21? 56 minus 21? 30. If you want to verify, you can verify other numbers. Just for example, I am telling you. What is 26? 3 and 4 average. Average is 26. Sum? 52. 3 and 4 should be equal to 52. Satisfied? Verify it, whatever you want. Let me take 43. What is 43? Average for 4 and 7. If it is average 43, what is total? 86. 4 and 7. 4, 7. Satisfied? All are right. Next. Take that number. Those who got corrected. Now, what is 14? 1 and 2 average. Sum? 1 plus 2 is 28. Next, what about this 11? Average of 1 and 3. Then sum is 22. 1 and 3. Sum is 22. Next, what is 18? 2 and 3. How much is that? 36. 2 plus 3 is equal to 36. If I add these two, I have 1 plus 1. First section for 2 times, second section and third section. And if I subtract second section and third section, I will get 2 times of first section. 28 plus 22, 50. 50 minus 36, 14. So 2 times of first section is 14. Then 1 time is 7. Enough. 1 and 2 together 28. 1 and 2 together 28. 21. So second section is 21. And third section 1 and 3 together 22. Now wait a minute, we just need only these numbers. Only these numbers. 1 and 3, how much? 22 minus 7. 22 minus 7. Let me write 15 here. I'll write that later. 1 and 4 together 28. 28 minus 7. 21. 30 minus 7. 23. 42 minus 7. 35. 48 minus 7. 41. 40 minus 7. 33. 36 minus 7. 29. 17, in the sense 34. 34 minus 7. 27. So let me write all these numbers here. 15, 21, 23, 35, 41, 33, 29, 27. Done? Now, let's start. (61) For which section the difference between the total number of questions and the number of questions solved correctly in that section is the lowest? Difference is lowest. So, we have total number of questions 21 here. Number of questions that got corrected are 7. Then wrong 14. And here total is 35. We already have 21 here. Difference 14. Next 6, 10, 4, 14. Again 14. 6. What is it? 14. 8. The difference between total number of questions and the number of questions solved correctly in that section, lowest. Which is lowest here? In the sense, which section? Fifth section. So which of the following cannot be the ratio of number of questions solved incorrectly to the number of questions left unattempted in section 6 or 10? Sixth section and then 10th section. So in 6th section we have 49 questions total, 35 were correct, remaining questions were 14. So these 14 includes number of questions that were given wrong answer and were unattempted. Together it is 14. And from 10th section 8. Together it is 8. Which cannot be the ratio in either of these two. 3:11. Is it possible? Yes. With 14 this is possible, right? Look at question here. Unattempted in section 6 or section 10. 3:11 is possible with this number. This is possible. Is 3:7 possible? With this it is possible. Is 3:5 possible? Yes. With this it is possible, right? Either 6th section or 10th section. With the 10th section, 3 is to 5 is possible. Is 2 is to 5 possible? No. And the last one, 14 is to 11? Not possible. Either 4th option or 5th option, both are right. 2 is to 3 is not possible, 14 is to 11 is also not possible. Okay? Either 4th or 5th, both are right. Next, 63. For how many sections? The total number of questions in that section is not less than the total number of questions in second section. You are talking about total number of questions only. Not less than in the sense, equal or more. Not less than in the sense equal or more. With respect to second section, this is about number of questions. Number of questions in second section? 35. So how many sections are there where we have equal or more than 35 questions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sections. Next, 64. For how many sections absolute difference between the number of questions solved correctly and the aggregate number of questions left unattempted or solved incorrectly is not greater than that of question 7? Wait. Listen carefully. Section 10. What is that you are asked to calculate? For how many sections? Absolute difference. Difference of what? Difference between what? Number of questions solved correctly. Do you have that information here? Yes. Yes or no? Right. And the aggregate number of questions left unattempted or solved correctly. Do you have that information? Can you readily solve this question? No. Because you are asked about what? What? Difference. You have number of questions that were given correct answer. Also you have number of questions that were left over and given wrong answer. But what do you need to have? Difference of these two numbers. Getting my point? What is difference of these two? 7. Difference of these two? 7. Difference? 9, 11, 19, 21, 27, 27, 15, 19. Okay. Now look at your question. For how many sections the absolute difference between, what do you mean by absolute difference? Largest minus smallest. Largest number minus smallest number. Okay. The number of questions solved correctly and aggregate number of questions left unattempted or solved incorrectly is not greater than in the sense less than or equal. Of which section? 10th section. In 10th section what is our difference here? 19. So for how many sections we have less than or equal to 19? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sections. Okay. Next, last one, 65. If the number of questions solved incorrectly in each of the section is not greater than 25% of the questions solved correctly in that particular section, then find the minimum possible marks obtained by the student. Okay. Number of questions got corrected, were given wrong answer. were left over. So you were given some information about number of questions which were given wrong answer. So solved incorrectly in each of the section is not greater than 25% of what? Which were solved correctly. What is 25% of this number? Can it be 2? Do you need exact number? 1.75 questions correct answer untaya? Unte 1, 2, 3, 4 perfect number. Can it be 2 here, 25% of this number? No, it should be 1. Yes sir? Right. 25% of this number? 5. 25% of this? 3. It cannot be 4. 25% here? 5. 5. 8. 10. 8. 7. 6. Total how many questions we have? 21. Out of 21 we have 8 here. Yes? Which were given correct answer, wrong answer. Together 8. What about remaining questions which were given unattempted? Difference of 21 and 8. How much? 13. Total how much we have? 26. 9. 18. 3. You can go for individual difference. This is one way, or else you have one more way. Add everything. Add everything. Take sum of these numbers. Sum of these numbers. Subtract sum of these two numbers from the total. Instead of that, you can take individual difference. We have two ways to do it. This is the best one. 26. 5. 28. Akka? ఏనిది ఎక్కడో తప్పు వచ్చింది. Where is this? Fifth one, 1 and 5. 1 and 5. 30. 30 minus 7, 23. 1 and 5, 48. 48 minus 21, 27. Cannot be 25%, half and half. 5. ఏంటిది దెబ్బ కొట్టింది? Wait. Hold it aside. Hold it for some time. So it cannot be 5 here. Yes or no? So let me write 4 for time being. For timing, just hold it aside. What is total sum here? 43. And remaining 6. Let me write 0 here. 51. Difference is 4. 41. Hey. Not greater than 25% of this number. Half, 32, 16, right. Cannot be more than that. So remaining only chance 6 here and 0 here. Total 36. 7 here. Total 33. 2 here. So now all these questions will get 4 marks. And for these questions you need to subtract 2 marks for questions which were given wrong answer. 1 mark will be subtracted from the questions which were unattempted. Come on. 28, 38, 43, 63, 64, 84, 87. ఇట్లా అంటే కాదు చెప్పాలి. 117. 117, 122, 162, 163, 193, 196, 196, 216, 216, 225, 245, 252. For 252 questions, we will get 4 marks for each question. And now, how much is here? 10, 15, 7 and 8, 15, 10 and 15, 25, 35, 41, 41, 51, 52, 55. And for 55 questions, you will be deducting 2 marks. 20, 20, okay, 20, 29, 29, 31, 36, 49. And for these questions, you will be subtracting 1 mark. 254 times 1000, 4 2s 8, 1008, 55 2 times 110 minus 49. So together I need to subtract 159. So let me subtract 159 from this. Subtract 200, add 41. Subtract 200, 808, add 41, 49. అమ్మా ఆన్సర్ లేదా? ఉండాలి, మినిమమే కదా అడిగింది. We have tried getting minimum marks only. See, here we are subtracting. Where is this case? Right. Can you have 5 questions here? Can you have 5 questions here? They said 50%, 25%. We cannot 5 here. So, if I write 4 here, count will be same as 27. యాక్చువల్లీ నేను చేశాను మొత్తానికి ఈ నెంబర్లో ఎక్కడో తేడా వచ్చినట్టుంది, చూసి కూడా పెట్టాను ఇది. బట్ ఎనీవే దిస్ ఈజ్ ద వే. ఓకే, ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఫైన్? యూ వాంట్ ఆన్సర్ ఆర్ యూ వాంట్ మోడల్? వచ్చిందారా లేదా? కామ్గా వెళ్ళిపోండి ఇంకా.